But first, it's something that we maybe all take for granted, having the ability to move around freely. But for people with a disability, key pieces of kit can help empower them to live more independent lives. Young engineers in Cambridge are working with people in this region to design and create bespoke tools. Mosmi Bakshi can tell us more tonight in Cambridge. Mo.
Yes, welcome to the Cambridge Design Partnership, nestled away in the Cambridgeshire countryside. You wouldn't know it's here, but this factory, this workshop, is responsible for some big name inventions. We'll tell you more about that later. But first, how they've helped two people with disabilities overcome their problems. What looks like a day out in Anglesey Abbey is actually a working day for Stacey Kovacini, a vlogger who films her travels to highlight the issues faced by people with disabilities. But it's not always as easy as it sounds.
This date night is not good.
I just dropped the camera.
As with everything else, Stacey's difficulty with holding the camera steady caught on film.
Definitely not going to plan. I've just broke the camera. Just the bit that covers the lens, but it's alright, it's covered.
Enter this simple piece of kit. Simple, but effective.
The biggest part of it transforming my life is I can't drop it anymore. Beforehand, I've got through 3 of these cameras in the last year where as I try and turn the camera around to film something to the side of me or in front of me, I will lose grip of it and drop it. And so that's the biggest thing that has transformed it. Now it's electronically turns around for me. That's given me so much more independence to get an easier turn-in on things and not drop the camera.
The kit was specially designed by engineers in Cambridge who are coming up with smart fixes for challenging circumstances, a description that fits Sarah Stones. Born with cerebral palsy, her tendency to lean on her left can leave her with searing pain.
I've always thought, actually all I need is something to make me sit up, because I forget. So it's just literally a sleeve that I put on my arm, and it's got a pressure pad underneath it. And when I'm leaning on my arm too much, the buzzer goes off.
Sarah works as a motivation specialist in schools and for companies. Through their work, both she and Stacey are giving back to society, and these gadgets are helping them to do that. I have to say, having met both Sarah and Stacey, they are incredible women in their own right. Never mind those gadgets, but talking of the gadgets, let's speak to the team behind those inventions here at Cambridge Design Partnership. We're here with Akshay Ahuja and Jess Carroll. Akshay, let's start with you. You are a designer by day,
yes.
But supporter of these two people that we've seen with disabilities. How did you get involved?
How did I get involved? Okay, I've always been looking for a way to apply my engineering skills. I found out about Remap and I was initially completely drawn to the application. So I got in touch and was given my first cases and went along and got the chance to make really useful products.
And Jess, just briefly a word about who Remap are, because they are key to this, aren't they?
So Remap is a national charity, so the aim is to make custom equipment for people with disabilities in order to help them to live healthier, longer lives.
And just a question for you, Akshay. How difficult was it getting behind their disabilities, understanding what they needed? Because presumably you hadn't worked with people with cerebral palsy before.
I think that is one of the biggest and most underrated challenges of product development at CDP and with Remap is relating to people whose experience you don't necessarily live. And the key to that is engaging with the client from the start to the end of the project. So the way that we do that with, at Remap is we start every project with a client visit. We hear their thoughts, we do an initial brainstorm to get their views on what they think will work, but it's really about seeing the client in their environment.
And Jess, we've got this wall of fame behind you of all the work that CDP has done. We've got Pyrex, we've got the Dulux paint pods, but you want to hear more, don't you, from people with disabilities and how you can help?
Yeah, so Remap are looking for more cases to take, so we want to help more people, and we need more people to refer themselves, or alternatively getting their occupational therapist to refer them, and that way we can help people with their lives.
And that will obviously help your skill set as well.
Yeah, so it's a great opportunity as an engineer to sort of see what your skills do to help people. So you can see straight away, I've made this thing and this has improved someone's life dramatically.
Jess, Akshay, many thanks for hosting us. So if you are inspired what you saw in my report, thought what those gadgets could do could help you, do get in touch with the Cambridge Design Partnership. James.
Mo, great stuff. Thank you very much indeed. Now this summer on Look